Hello everyone, my name is Prachi and today I am here with a new topic, that is place values and expanded form of decimals. So we will be covering two small points over here about decimals, that is how to find out the place values of decimals and how to write expanded form of decimals. So let's start with one example. So again I will take example where we have more decimal places, that is suppose 506 point, all the digits after the decimal point call them separately, 3 8 and 5. Okay, so 506.385 is our number. So you can see there are three decimal places. Okay, so first of all, let's have a quick revision over what are the places of normal numbers. Like let's take this is a whole number, isn't it? So whole number 506. So we know 6 is at which place? 6 is at ones place or unit place, you can call anything. Then 0 is at tens place and 5 is at hundreds place, and that's the reason we call out according to their places. 500, then as there are no tens, so we do not call anything there, and then we directly 500 we say 6 is at ones place. So this is how there are places of whole number. Okay, unit places, tens and hundreds and thousands, and it totally increases along with the number, but these are the places we use for the whole number. Now we are in the completely new side of the decimal number or the number, that is decimal, right? All the digits after this decimal point. So let's see the places of these points. I have taken this chart, so you can see 506. I just wrote the places of every digit of 506. 6 is at ones place, can you see? Ones place, so I'll write 6 over here. Then 0 is at tens place, so I'll write 0 here, and 5 is at hundreds place, so I will write 5 over here. Okay, then after the decimal point, all the places now they are called as, like the first place will be called as tenths, second place will be called as hundreds, and the third place is called as thousandth. Okay, so those who have only two digits after the decimal point, they can focus only on that, but I will prefer focus on all three, that will be better. Okay, so you can see in our example, after the decimal point we have 3 at the first place itself. So at the 10th position we have 3, at the 100th position we have 8, and at 1000th position we have 5. Okay, so now this 10th and 100th and 1000th, we can also write it in the form of fraction. So like this 3 is present at 1/10th place, this 8 is present at 100th place, and this 5 is present at 1000 place, 1 upon thousands place. Okay, so this is how their places are. Like we say, in case of this 6 is at ones place. So like this chart actually gives you complete idea. So we have before the decimal point we have all these normal whole number places that we call out, and after the decimal point you should call out with these places: 10th, 100th and 1000th. Okay, so these are the place values, these are the places we have seen, and let's move towards the place value now. Yes, so in finding the place value, here you may get the question like find the place value of each digit of the following number. Okay, so the number is 7.35. So you can find out the place value of each digit here. Or many places it's like they underline one digit and then they ask you to find the place value of the underlined digit. So you can do that. Once you learn how to find the place value of each digit, it is very easy. Now suppose I first will write the place value of 7 first. Okay, so 7 is present, 7 is a whole number, isn't it? So single digit whole number, that means it is present at ones place. So 7 times ones, this is what we do, right? We multiply it by the place it is present at. Okay, so 7 times 1 is 7. So its place value is 7 because it's a whole number. So its place value is 7. Right, now the of place value of 3 in this number. Okay, so in this number 3 is present at which place? We have just seen in this table 10th, and how to write the 10th? 1 upon 10. How do we multiply the fractions? It is we multiply numerator times numerator. Okay, so it is 3 times 1 is 3 and denominator remains same as 10. Okay, so either you write the place value in the form of fraction. So if they ask you to write the place value in a fraction, this is where it is, but generally it is asked in decimals as we are dealing with all decimals. Now how to convert this 3 upon 10 into decimals? I have already made one video based on how to convert fractions into decimals. Those who haven't seen it, you can go through it. So very simple, you have 1 0 here in the decimals. So that means decimal places will be 1. So 0 point, there should be only one decimal place, and that will be filled by 3. So 3 upon 10 will get converted into decimals as 0 0.3. Now the place value of place value of 5. Place value of 5, how to find place value of 5? Again 5 is present at which place? 1 upon 100th place, no? So 1 upon 100. Okay, now again multiplication of fraction. So we convert we multiply numerator times numerator. 5 times 1 is 5 upon 100. Now we have to again convert this fraction into decimals. How many zeros do we have in the denominator? 2 zeros. That means after the decimal places, after the decimal point, there should be 2 decimal places. Now in that 2 decimal places, 5 is already there because that's what our numerator is, and then remaining place will be filled with 0. So you can notice now that we have 2 zeros in the denominator and 2 decimal places in your decimal number. Very simple. Here also we have 1 0 in the denominator and 1 decimal place. Okay, so number of zeros in the denominator is equal to number of decimal places in the decimal number. Okay, so yes, so we have found all 3 place values of these digits. So this is how you can find out the place value of any number. For example, let's take, I will not write like this in, brief. Let's do it in a brief. For example, suppose 6.38. Okay, 6.38. So the place value of all digits, if I say. So for 6, okay, for 6, the place value will be 6 times 1, whole number it is, so only 6. Then we have, next is 3. The place value of 3 into 6.38 is 3 times 1 upon, because it is a 10th position, no? So 1 upon 10th. It gives you 3 upon 10, and again 3 upon 10. The denominator has 1 0, so decimal place will be only 1, that is 3. Now 8th place value is 8 times, 8 is present at 100th place, so 8 times 1 upon 100. So 8 times 1 is 8, and then upon 100. So you can see number of zeros 2, that's why decimal place is also required to be 2. Yes. So this is how you can find out the place value of any digit into given any number. Okay, very simple. Let's move towards the expanded form now. Yes, now expanded form of decimals. So generally how do we write expanded form? Suppose if I take just a 3-digit number, that is suppose 315. Okay, 315. So how do we write its expanded form? We write it like first 300, because 3 is at hundreds place, then 1 is at tens place, so we write 10, and then 5 is at ones place, so we write 5, isn't it? So this is how we write expanded form of any whole number, any natural number, right? Now we are supposed to learn expanded form of decimals. So for let's take some example here. For example, 5.306. Okay, now in this, let me get it a little bit down so I will have more place here. That is 5.306. Okay, so 5 is at which position? 5 is at ones place, isn't it? 5 is at ones place. Then 3 is at 1/10. We have seen from this, we can also write this number into this table. So 5 is at ones place, so we can write 5 here. And then 3 is at 10th place, 0 is at 100th place, and 6 is at thousands place. Okay, so we can also write it in the fraction format that 3 is at 1/10th place, 0 is at 100th place, and 6 is at 1000th place. Okay, so based on this we have to now write their place values and add everything. That's what is expanded form is all about, isn't it? Add all the place values of all the digits. Okay, so we have seen just before now how to find the place value. So if I just write the same number 5.306, so it's expanded form. Now expanded form either can be written into the fraction form or into expanded form. Okay, so whichever your question is asking you, you can write accordingly. Generally, if we are talking about decimals, so the expanded form will be written in the form of decimals, but I am just teaching you here both the ways. So 5 is a whole number, right? So its place value is 5 only. 5 then plus, that's what I said, place values of all the digits you are supposed to add. So that's why plus, and then 3 is present at 1/10th position. Okay, 3 is present at 1/10. This is what we have done just in the previous part of this video. So this is the place value will be 3 times 1, 3 upon 10. Okay, so 3 upon 10th position. Then 0 is actually present at 100th position, but there is no point of writing like this because 0 upon 100 is nothing but 0 only. Just to make you understand, I wrote 0 upon 100, but it is nothing but 0. Then 6 upon 1000 as it is present at 1000th place. Okay, so if they are asking you to write it in the fractional format, then you are done with it. But in the decimal format, it will be like 5 plus 3 upon 10 in the decimal form. It is 0.3. We have just learned how to convert it. Number of zeros should be equal to number of decimal places. Now 0 upon 100 is nothing but 0. Then 6 upon 1000, you should have 3 decimal places because there are 3 zeros. So 0.1, 2 and the third digit is nothing but 6. So the expanded form of 5.306 is 5 plus 0.3 plus 0 plus 0.006. Okay, once again let's take one more example here. The other example we can take it like 3.129. 3.129, let's just write its expanded form. So 3 whole number as it is. Okay, 3 as it is. Then 1 is at 1/10th place. So it is 1 upon 10, right? Plus. Now 2 is at 100th place. So 2 upon 100 plus 9 is at 1000th place, so 9 upon 1000. Let's convert it into decimals now. 3 as it is, 1.10, 1 upon 10. If we make into decimals, it will be 0.1. 1 decimal place, 1 0. Plus, so 2 zeros, so 2 decimal places are required. That's why 0.02. 9, then we have 3 zeros here, so that's why 3 decimal places will be required, so 0.09. And then this is the expanded form of 3.129, that is 3 plus 0.1 plus 0.02 plus 0.009. So this is how expanded form of decimals can be written. And thank you so much for your as you're watching this video now, and we will see you in the next upcoming new topic video. Until then, bye bye.